God, I only took me a season and 3 episodes to realize that I'm subjecting myself to weekly mental torture here. But then again, I love MF Ghost as the next guy who does it. Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Myogi, and welcome back to another episode of Myogi Genuinely Reacts to MF Ghost. Now, for the slump, that was the last episode. I would actually admit it was a slump because, as much as I loved the start, how it was well digested for us, giving us a bit of somewhat filler before the actual action. When it comes to the action portion, they really under-delivered there, which was something that I didn't expect. Not to mention, the halfway point came in absolutely verily late into this episode. Or maybe it was just me too absorbed with what's going on and the filler and whatnot that I lost track of time. But anyway, I was actually told that this next episode is gonna be nothing but action. And finally, this is what we need to come for. So, without further ado, I'm going to start off now. We're gonna start off now with episode 3, Turn 15. Oh, they're starting where we left off on the last step. Good. Okay, it's obviously they were referencing the Nakazato battle there. Yeah, sure. Same GTR plaque, different make, different drivetrain, but same banana. And of course, what did they just do with that soundtrack? They just extended it by another minute. Only a minute. But then again, it's good to have a full-blown Eurobeat. Not 15 seconds of it and then cut to the next episode. Okay, skimming through on the intro, and yes, I am obligated to stop here because, of course, our obligatory Nozomi waistline worshipping. I just realized something. Why is Kiyoko drawn completely different here than how she usually was drawn in the past 2 episodes in season 1? Not sure if inconsistency or she looks more of a big... I was obligated to skip on that one because I'm not supposed to badmouth Kiyoko equality amongst all women. Cameraman! Is this necessary? Sorry, let's go back a few frames there. Ikeda with a bombastic side eye. Are you sure you should be talking about this during our MFG commentary? Come on! Exposed! Exposed! We now see who's the horniest in the company. Now you know who to target, actually. Because it is funny, Fumihiro. Okay, finally! We finally hear a name drop of the E90 No, it's not the E92. It's the M4. I think it's the F82. We finally get a name drop of the F82's driver, but still no splash art compared to E Heinenen. So it's Kyogoku. Yeah, number 23 is the F82 M4.
全ての車がセクター2へと移行していく。どうしたかける？ペースが上がっていかないぞ。トラクションがないんだ。アクセルを踏めない。足が硬すぎたのか。そうかもしれない。のぞみはなんて言ってる？のぞみちゃんはソフトめの足がもともと好きなので、多分うまくいってるんだと思う。こっちはこの順位を守るだけで手一杯だ。雨が弱くなるのを祈るしかない。オーバー。16号車のセットアップ。ミスったか。つくづく MFG の足は難しいぜ。雨になるとお手上げだ。先頭グループが小尻勾配ヘアピンをクリアしていく。そしてその2台との間隔をこれ以上開けられたくない3位グループ。
That's a lot! That's a lot to have perfectly accurate data analysis on. The second group consists of... Who were these once again? Let's double check. So we got Ishigami, Akaba, Maizono, Oishi, Sakamoto, and then at the back is Taylor and Katagiri.
パワーでは勝る5台ですが、コースレコードの2台はやはり別格か。その差はさらに広がっている。池田さんが見ている前でみっともないレースはできない。ゼロアカデミー出身ドライバーとしては。
Okay, this is actually news to those who deliberately skipped out on Initial D. Zero Academy, what is Zero Academy? So, if you have skipped on the details of episode 2's latter part, where it focused on the bio info of Ryuji Ikeda, he is the forerunner and the founder of Zero Academy. Now, Zero Academy's motto, if you dial back to Initial D, 5th stage, involves emotionless driving. Because to the likes of Ikeda, who practices Zen Buddhism, emotion deters focus. Now, it's the role of Zero Academy to help drivers maximize the said focus so that it could bring out the more innate abilities of the person. So even for me, when I read it on the manga on the first time, I am actually surprised that there was somebody among the new cast who has direct connection to the old cast, Shun Aiba most specifically. Which kind of goes contradictory to his entire character. Oh, I just realized he's in seed mode.
10位争いの3台がもつれるようにヘアピンに飛び込んでいく。しゃあ、ここだろう。
Whatever happened to controlling your emotions, Aiba? Then again, it's a straightway. It's a straightway. What could possibly go wrong?
9号車が仕掛けた。立ち上がりでラインもクロスさせる。並んでしまえばそこは GTR。 トラクションでは M 6を寄せつけない。池田さん、今のシーンを振り返っていただけますか。
そうですね。リア駆動の M6 はコーナー出口で少しでも G を逃がしたくてワイドなラインで立ち上がらざるを得ません。それに対して小さく回った相葉君はラインこそ窮屈ですがいち早くノーズが出口を向いているので 4WD のトラクションが生きてきます。次のコーナーまで長めの加速時間があることとそれが上り勾配であることが肉の柳田君には不利でした。見事なオーバーテイクです。
Other than the fact that I'd like to add on to Ryuji Ikeda's commentary, remember what I said about the GTR a few episodes back, or maybe it was me commentating it during one of my gameplays involving the GTR? The GTR has two strengths to make it dominate in most, if not all, of professional motorsports. One, the fact that it has a turbo, and two, the fact that it's all-wheel drive. Now, we've already tackle a bit of info. Sorry, I'm backtracking on my past commentaries here. But four-wheel drives with a turbo work best at the exit of a corner. The FRs, they do best at the entrance of a corner. Now, taking that into account, along with Aiba's very specific and articulate cornering, he had double the advantage there. So it's no surprise that he was able to overtake the M6, just as how Ikeda described it.
あなたが思う男らしさってどんなことでしょう。
なんでさっきまでの質問と違う。
I know what she's thinking about! In case those who skipped out on season 1.
Oh, you touch my tra-la-la.
We know how Ren thinks right now, okay? It is no surprise what she is actually thinking at this moment in time.
まさか行くのかよそこで。
Okay. So given the fact that Taylor has doubled the power than that of the 8-6, Kanata here is pulling off a classic Takumi move. What do I say about a classic Takumi move? When you're lower on power, you are lighter, you get to break late. So the fact that Taylor's focus was more on keeping the proper line than blocking Kanata, it gave way for Kanata to overtake from the outside. So it was a split-second knee-jerk reaction moment on Kanata's end to be able to stop on the braking and get to the gas just right at the same point where Taylor is just about to start on it. That way, it narrowed the gap and it gave him way to overtake. Again, classic Takumi move. Do we count that? Yeah, you know what? You know what? Okay, if you are under 16, please stop watching when you hear that. Ask your parents what it is, but whatever. If you are above that age, we're adding it to the counter.
そこにいられてはアクセルを踏めない。
He has to give way.
片桐のコーナリングは時速にすればわずか2キロか3キロ。だけどそれでも競り合いで前に出るには十分すぎる。ラインを完全に支配された。まるで金縛りだ。君はドッグ。
I'm sorry? Hello? Taylor! Why do you have...
Beautiful eyes.
Why? Whose artistic direction was this anyway?
君はドッグファイトの天才なのか。86号車が8号車の前に出ている。ついに8位。
12号車と4号車、そして86号車が雨の中で抜きん出たパフォーマンスを発揮していますが、この3人には一つの共通点があるんです。何かわかりますか？
比較的非力な車で戦っているとか。
それも正解ですが、3人の共通点というのはそれぞれがヨーロッパでモータースポーツを学んでいるということなんです。
なるほど。ベッケンバウアーはドイツ生まれのドイツ育ち。沢渡幸輝はフランスで長期のモータースポーツ留学をしていますね。
そして片桐かなたは言うまでもなくモータースポーツの本場ともいえる英国で育っています。
望みより別で兄貴がいつまで経っても上がってこないんですけど。
かけるのロータスセットアップがうまくいってなくて、今回は連携するのはちょっと難しそうなんだ。
連携プレーのないやじきた兄弟なんてなんとかのないなんとかじゃん。しょうがない。望み一人で目の前の6号車やっつける。雨が下手な兄貴は指を加えて見物してな。
だとってめえ、予選で俺に勝ったと思って調子こいてんじゃねえ。
本当のことじゃん。悔しかったら追いついてこいや。おばあ。
Too late, Kakeru. You just egged Nozomi on. You know what that means? She is unleashed.
トップグループが国道1号線に出ました。ドイツ、フランスのミドルサイズミッドシップ同士の激闘が続く。 だせえだせえ、ドイツのヘタレ野郎はだせえ。雨の中であからさまにセーフティーなレースをしてやがる。今まではそれでも勝てたかもしれねえが、今回は俺が許さねえ。1周目はじっくりと分析だ。仕掛けは2周目。
I know it's a common tactic, but doesn't this sound like a bit of another Initial D throwback? You know, to a certain bandana leather jacket guy in a black Evo 3? Yeah? I think you know who I'm talking about. Ooh, that's kinda near the edge there, Akaba.
86号車がこの位置ですか。
そうなんですよ。片桐かなたが林間区間を驚異のハイペースで駆け抜けてきました。
ふざけんな。4WD でもターボでもない特別なメカニズムが何一つない車がなぜ俺についてくる。気味悪いガキだぜ。
Why do they all accelerate only and only when Kanata shows up? You know, I'm starting to think that these guys in the S-Class supercars are just bidding their time and only double their pace when the red 86 GT just appears. Why don't they use that to chase after the leading Mr. 17 and bite me senseless?
速い車です。アウディ。4WD を作るキャリアでは世界一のメーカー。
Kanata's not wrong. Audi's good at that.
上にはいけない。楽しいです。MFG がこんなに楽しいなんて体験してみるまでは想像もできなかった。86号車に煽られるかのように5号車のペースが上がっている。この2台が前を行く集団にどうやら追いつきそうです。いやはやすごい展開になりました。3位グループが6台の大集団に膨れ上がろうとしている。そしてその一角にはなんと2リッター LA のトヨタ 86GT がいる。夢でも見てんのか。なんでボロ86が。
I dare you to take that comment back, Ogata. How dare you call it busted up? That is not an AE86. That is an 86 GT. I swear, you are mocking your own vehicle, man.
怖えよ、カナタ。そんなことができる車じゃねえんだよ。
Yes, it can.
何が起こってるんだ。
セクター3のこの区間はコース全体で見ても比較的スピードの高い区間です。
Oh yeah, that's Kanata's weakness right there.
ドライバーのアクセルワークの技術だけでなく、それぞれの車に搭載されている電子デバイスの性能の優劣を競うバトルでもあります。
このクラスのドライバーたちであってもそうしたものに頼るわけですか。
当然です。芦ノ湖 GT は1周が25キロもあるストリートコースです。どこにどれだけ水の流れがあるのかは通過してみるまでは分かりませんから。トラクションコントロールやスタビリティコントロールを補助的に活用して走る方がドライバーの負担が少ないんです。もちろんその2つはできることならば介入させないことがベストなのは言うまでもありませんが。
というと、
タイヤとブレーキに負担をかけるシステムだからです。
それならばそうした電子デバイスを全てオフで走るという選択肢もあるのでしょうか。
それはちょっと現実的ではないですね。ドライならばありでしょうが、このコンディションでは自殺行為です。
That is actually true. Again, let's go back to my past comment on the last episode about traction control and stability control. Back then, it was a luxury. Now, each and every motorsports car is obligated to have that installed on their system, especially on times with unpredictable conditions such as weather come into play. This is a very good example of a very bad example. Try to drive, say, a Lamborghini Diablo from 1992 that had no traction control, no stability control, and hell, even no ABS for that matter, in the rain. and see if you could live without hitting a guardrail, going through the dirt, or worse, crashing and making it undrivable.
ここからコースは約2キロのヒルクライム。そして今3位グループが駅伝ストレートへとなだれ込んでいます。
That's a lot of cars!
ストレート1個分間隔にまで開いている。激しいウォータースプラッシュ。肉眼では後列のマシンが識別できない。最悪だ、何も見えねえ。だけどストレートのトップスピードでは13号車を上回っているはずだ。いけー
Are you sure about that, Oishi?
どうだ。並びかけるも前に出ることはできない。一歩も及ばずオーバーテイク失敗です。
ミッドエンジンの NSX はトップスピードが伸びていましたね。
簡単に行かせるもんか。こいつのトラクションを甘く見るなよ。3位集団の6台がゴール手前のヒルクライムを駆け上がっていく。86号車がここでは集団から遅れることが予想されます。9位グループの3台が駅伝ストレートに突っ込んでいる。9号車がスルスルと出ていく。横は見えるが正面は何も見えねえ。テイラーのケツに突っ込むつもりで踏んでやら。さあ並んだぞ。 AMG GTR 対日産 GTR。 未知毒の GTR 対決も
Otani's done.
相葉俊がまた一つ順位を上げた。やってくれますか、神風ヤンキー。
先ほどの NSX とは違い AMG GTR はフロントエンジンですからトラクションが不利でしたね。
なるほど、そういうことなんですね。
頑張れよ9号車。
それでは京子姉さんにクエスチョンタイムです。姉さんにとって理想の男性像とは？
そうね、私は男ってのはバカな方がいいと思う。
それはまたなぜ？思い通りに操れるからですか？
ね。
人を魔女みたいに言うな。小利口な男ってさ、基本的に器がちっちゃいものなんだよ。そういう男に魅力ないよ。底抜けに優しくて愚直な男が女を幸せにしてくれるんだよ。
さすがです京子姉さん、思わず感動してしまいました。
深い大人だ。
次はテイラーだ。その先にカナタがいる。俺はバトルしてみたい。今までの人生で見たこともないような天才ドライバーと。トップグループは国道1号線を離れて芦ノ湖スカイライン入り口へと右へターンしていく。
Oh, Maizono's building a gap.
3位グループはこの位置。これは少し意外と言いますか。86号車がここです。想像したよりも差は開いていない。
Okay, I'll actually have to admit, we were too focused on Aiba. It was Aiba's moment, alright? The boy deserves the spotlight. That, and I know, even I would agree with Tanaka, the host. How did Kanata's 8-6 not veer off that far behind? I would actually have to assume it may be mostly the corners, despite it being uphill, because there are corners like going up the hill, other than the high-speed section where he was falling off. I could actually see it happen. Kanata was able to keep pace thanks to cornering ability. I mean, that's the only logical reason behind it. But yes, I would just like to say this is a very Aiba-centric episode. Alright? And not just Aiba, okay? There's the moment with Maizono, with the NSX, when he was able to fend off Oishi twice. And there's the awakening moment of Kitahara where where she realizes that her brother is suffering from skill issues and she needs to up her game all by herself and not rely on her brother for this part of the race. So that being said, let's see what we got on the credits, the post credits. Sawatari, bite me senseless. Is that Sawatari 17-year-old just fully clothed?
次回第16話鬼神沢渡後期
Oh! Oh, hello! Hello! Looks like the next episode is gonna be hella interesting. It's gonna be 17-centric. The camera this time will be focusing on Koki Sawatari. Good lord! Alright, despite his demeanors, despite his personality, I would say next episode is gonna have me interested, alright? So, backtracking to the start of this season. So, turn 13 was more of Kanata focused, yes, just to remind us that he is the protagonist. And then turn 14 was nothing more than filler. Turn 5, no, wait, scratch that. It's Kanata and Bite Me Senseless. And then filler, and then this one is an absolute Aiba moment. Aiba now getting the spotlight he deserves after that foul up in episode 1. But okay, it was less on the English this time around. For obvious reasons, it was action for action for action. The only comical thing that we have there is we know who's the horniest one in MFG. And I don't know if I have to say thank you or I have to call the cops. But anyway, what do you guys think of how episode 3 went about? Also, if I missed out on any terminologies that me and or Ryuji Ikeda has not mentioned that is very fundamental to this part of the race, let us know in the comments below. So if this is your first time, by the way, don't forget to leave a like on this video and subscribe to know when I would release the next episode of Myogi Genuinely Reacts. Until then, I will see you all in the next episode.